Hello, first graders! Welcome back to your Reading Writing Workshop book. Please pause the video and go get this book so you can follow along with me as I read. We are turning to page 160, and we're going to be reading the story of a robot inventor. How fun! As we read this story, we are going to be thinking about what inventions do you already know about? Have you ever seen any cool inventions? We're going to read about someone who invents robots. Big ideas. Meet Tomotaka Takahashi. He invents unusual robots. How did he get started? Well, Mr. Takahashi was born in Japan in 1975. As a child, he played with blocks. He used his imagination to make all sorts of forms and shapes. So you can see in the map there, that's where Japan is. I know some kids in first grade that love creating things with Legos and with blocks. Are you one of those kids? Do you love creating things with Legos? You could be just like Mr. Takahashi. That's how he got started, and then when he became an adult, he started creating robots. Later, he read comic books about robots, so that's what inspired him, was some comic books. One of the robots looked like a real child. Takahashi wanted to make robots just like it. So you can see in his robot here, he's got a robot sitting on a bike. Looks like a robot walking in a wheel. And maybe that's a robot flying. Finding out about robots. In 1999, Takahashi began to study robots. He took classes to learn how they move. The robots bent their legs when they walked. It did not look right to Takahashi. People did not walk that way. So however he was looking at these robots, they were bending their legs, and he was thinking, man, I would love for a robot to look more like a person when they walk. You know how a robot walks, it's very, like they are very stiff when they walk. He wanted his robot to look more like a person. Then Takahashi had an idea. He made a better robot. It did not bend its legs when it walked. It moved more like a person. Making better robots. In 2003, Takahashi started his own company. He made many robots. A short robot climbed up a cliff with a rope. A bigger robot lifted a car with its arms. Another robot rode a bike for 24 hours. Wow. Takahashi began to put his robots in contests. He made 3 robots for a sports race in Hawaii in 2011. The first robot had to swim. Look, you can see him in the picture there, swimming, swimming, swimming. The second robot had to ride a bike. And that's in the other picture here, the robot on a bike. The third robot had to run. The robots had to do these tasks for a week, a whole week. Wow. Look, this is the running robot you can see in this picture here. For the race, there were many problems to solve. Takahashi made the swimming robot waterproof. Oh, I'm sure you can imagine if you took one of your toys that can move, probably has a battery in it, and put it in your bathtub. Might actually ruin the robot. So he had to make his robot waterproof. He gave it arms, like fins, to help it swim faster. Another robot was able to ride his bike for 100 miles without braking. The third robot ran for 26 miles. Wow. What will Takahashi invent next? Will his robots fly and soar like Astro Boy? Will they be his finest? We can only guess. We must wait and see. Tomotaka Takahashi is sure of one thing. His robots will do more and more. What kind of robot would you like to invent?